Join me today as I create a green and gold over-the-top mantlescape with elegance and style. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for Christmas vlog number 12. Joe here. Today we're in the music room and I wanted to create something a little bit different on the mantle in here. Not a swag and not something straight across the top like I've been doing, but something a little bit more elegant, stylish, and definitely creative. Today we're going to be working on that, and I'm going to be introducing the colors in this room, which is going to be green and gold. So stay tuned. Like always for holiday decorating, I always use a board that I put on top of my mantle. This way, if I have to nail into it or screw into it or whatever, I don't damage my mantle. First thing up was the return of the mirror on top of the mantle. First thing in is the garland that I'm using as a base. So actually, usually what I do is I put nails in that board and then I attach the garland to it. But this year what I did was I attached the garland to another board, and then on the bottom of that board I put Velcro, very heavy duty Velcro, and I stuck it onto the board that I put on top of the mantle for extra security. I'm always a little bit OCD about things falling, and so I really go the distance in the beginning in trying to make sure that everything is secure and attached before I start anything dramatic. I'm going for a little bit of a different look on the mantle this year, not a swag and not the cascading garland like I usually do, but I have that garland up there and I'm using that as a base. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin putting in these pieces of an old Christmas tree. Now, if you don't have an old Christmas tree, sometimes you can find them in Goodwill, or some people are just giving them away, or you can find them on a garbage, and you can use them as picks, basically. So I'm going to start putting these in. I'm building it, I'm adding, and what I'm doing is I'm using zip ties in order to hold them together. I have to adjust the front yet, but I have to address that side first, which I'm going to do an upright piece there because it's going to be kind of asymmetrical looking. Now, because the tree goes on the right side of the room, I kept the garland low on the right side of the mantle, and I'm going to bring it higher on the left side of the mantle to create balance in the room. The tree on the right and then the garland high up on the left. So what I did right now is I built my right side with the pieces of that tree on the mantle, and now I'm going to start working on the left side. To create my upward swing of the garland on the left side, I'm using a tree. Now, you're not going to see it as a tree, but it's going to be used as a sticking point. And I secured it to the bottom, and I also wired it to the back of the mirror to make sure that it holds in place. And you'll see, you won't see it as that tree very soon. So you see, I told you I wanted something dramatic. So what I did was I used the tree as the base for the pieces of the other tree, and I created my asymmetrical, dramatic, over-the-top garland. And here it is with 500 beautiful lights in it. Doesn't that look absolutely stunning? On the right side, I needed a low profile, so I used a French horn with an angel in it. So I got out my bin of gold picks and I have them laid out here, trying to decide what I'm going to use in the garland, but I also have to save some for the window and for the tree. I'm not going to go overboard, but yeah, right. But these are some of the pieces I'll be using, and as you can see, I've begun incorporating them into the garland. All right, so I added some picks at the base of that French horn with the angel there just to make it look like it was an arrangement. Now on the left side, if you notice, I added two more French horns because this is the music room. I'm not going crazy with the musical stuff, but I needed to incorporate it. And now I've begun adding in the green and the gold. Isn't that beautiful? Next, I put the gold picks in wherever there is a transition place. I decided to add a little crystal for some sparkle. We need sparkle. I chose these bells because of the crystal and the gold on them. For drama, I have beads along the bottom of the garland. I added these floating, elongated green ornaments. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Here it comes. My over-the-top green and gold elegant garland. Wow! Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Take care. I'll be seeing you with the next thing really soon. Bye-bye.